And Seraphima showed you this way, you guys, where you're just leaning back, and when you're fully expressed, you can ask them to dip their chin a little bit more, and they can get a little bit more juice out of that stretch. But look at this. If you do the same thing and you anchor, put your elbows together and you anchor the chest, and then you do this, pressing down on the chest and pulling the cranium forward, you get this really, really nice stretch here. And then guess what? Boop! Right back into butterfly palm compression again on the shoulder chakras. And girl, you made it through this class just in time. What the heck is going on here? You drink a lot of coffee? Some people can't metabolize caffeine well, and it gets stuck in the muscles as a crystal. Some people metabolize it well, and some can't.
So when it gets stuck as a crystal, does it show up as inflammation, or do we feel it?
Say it again.
Does it show up as inflammation, or does it show up as?
It shows up as inflammation, as tension, as an inability to, because the crystals get in the way of the circulation of nerves, circulation of lymph, circulation of blood.
So lactic acid buildup as well?
I'm sorry?
Lactic acid
Yeah,
buildup.
of course, and that's what the crystals are, lactic acid. Now, my friends, just like now, we're going to go over this all tomorrow in the flow, and you're going to see the beauty behind this in the flow. Okay, right now we're just breaking it down in a frame by frame analysis, yeah? But take a look, just like Seraphima said. Now, I don't think she did this one actually, you guys. So you see him in baseball coach, take the back of your hand and move the face over as if you want them to look at the knee that's down, and you'll see why in a moment. Okay? And then here we go, take a look. We're going to take the wrist and pull. We're going to leapfrog, take the elbow and pull. We're going to leapfrog. We're going to take the shoulder and pull. And now we have a free hand, don't we? And guess what? We turned it into a dance, and we go all the way down the spine, pulling the ES muscle away from the vertebrae. Enjoy yourselves, be natural, lots of love. You're going to do fine. Just breathe, okay? Stay with me. So, let me help you fine tune, because in the early years we were all doing it wrong. You see my foot? I find a location. Why? Because guess what's going to do the work? Look at this. All I'm going to do is straighten my leg. Everything else is levers and pulleys. Take a look. I reach in the spine, lamina groove, straighten my leg, and I pull the ES muscle away from the spine just by straightening my leg. Enjoy yourselves. If you feel the person is helping you, you pinch their nose like this, and you say, I'll tell your mommy if you help me anymore. Now, can you go down the back with both hands, reach in the lamina groove, get your groove on, and pull the ES muscle away from the spine. Turn it into a dance. Sometimes you pull up, as Seraphima showed you, you pull up with one hand, and guess what? Down with the other. Pull up and down on the shoulder, up, down on the shoulder. And I'm going to get this girl on this number if I have to give her a shot of scotch here. I don't know what we're going to do here. Somebody get the CBD oils right away, please.
I just think if it feels good for me, it feels weird.
So you don't want to hunch over. You really, if you show Seraphima doing, look, I'm just baseball coach. I'm just letting my leg do everything. Okay, reach in here, look. Just letting you have good back posture, pull the ES muscle away. Now, there's an accentuation. There's always an accentuation. There's a punctuation point at the sentence. Watch. One hand on the ilium crest, one hand here holding the medial border of the scapula. Get the receiver to take a deep breath and invite them to reach for the wall. So reach for the wall, honey. And then you just press and pull. Yeah, girl, good for you. Nice and pop right there. We're returning them to a resting position.
This is, yeah.
Yeah. And Rob, put your hand in front of your leg. There you go. Yeah, you'll feel better. Good. And Mercedes, you're a beautiful woman. I don't want to
I
see you
know,
hunched
you're right.
over. Look at me.
Yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
Sagittarius Archer's pose. And then look at Rob. You go look at the body mechanics here. Look at this. Nice pop right there too.
Oh,
Boom. Lucky thing. How much you charge for a session?
I just wanted to ask the same.
Rob's gonna be busy.
I think so too.
Everybody to Manhattan.
Those hands.
Okay, ready, you guys? Take a look. As Seraphima did so nicely to change sides. Why don't you take advantage of this? Boom. Do it gently. Switch your legs around. One knee down, one knee up, or use the floor if you need to. Then you take the back. Look, you're a baseball coach. You take the back of your hand, move the face as if you want them to look at the knee that's down, and then you do your leapfrogging. You won't do this in your private practice, but to learn, wrist, pull, leapfrog, elbow, pull, leapfrog, shoulder pull, and now you have a free hand. Okay, enjoy yourselves, be natural, reach in the lamina groove, and pull the lamina groove away from the spine, all the way down. Have your position changes be no more than the width of your middle finger. Many, many position changes. So this happens to be a very enjoyable process, you guys. Sometimes I do this cute little accentuation where I'll come up here, I'll switch my hands around, and what I want to do is I want to take the tip of her nose and I want to bring it right to the center of her chest. So you do it in one fell swoop. Look, swoop, boom. Okay, one time only, and then you just go right back into what you were doing. And sometimes you do this accentuation, 50-50.
Again, do the neck again.
And sometimes you do this accentuation. Tip of the nose towards the center of the chest. One fell swoop. And then Rob needs to stay there, and I ask him to dip his chin a little bit more. And he'll get a little bit more juice out of that stretch. Good? Now, you guys, you already know this 50-50, okay? You know this accentuation. Let me show you more of a yogic version of that. And I think you'll love it, okay? It's really for the dancers, the martial artists, the yoga people. So I'm gonna hold on to that arm that I was working on, and I'm gonna sit on my bum. I'm even gonna leave my leg draped over her, look at that. Then I'm gonna tap her on the opposite leg, and I'm gonna say tree pose, tree pose. Do you know tree pose, honey? Okay. Tree pose, here, bend this leg. There we go. Then take a look. One foot here, one foot on the elbow, all the way up to the cranium. All the way up to the cranium. Parallel thumbs, back of the wrist. Is her face going to go onto the side of her arm? Yes, it is. And now, I could lean all the way back and lay on the floor if I wanted. But what I want to do is bring some real pleasure into her shoulder. Look at this. I'm just going to do this for a while. Look at that. These tiny little changes. Very, very rich for the person. Okay, sometimes I'll immediately rotate her leg, her arm. But then sometimes not with her so much. I don't think I can. But let's see. No, that's it. Okay, good. I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay. But let me see. Somebody show me. Let's try it with her. All the way. Lean back on the floor. On the floor, honey. Lay back. Lay out. There we go. Now press down on her knee. There you go. You see what I mean? You guys? Yeah. Juicy, right? Yes. And you notice how her face. But you guys, over here with this beautiful woman here, okay? Am I going to get all kinds of attitude because I wasn't getting a lot of range of motion? No. What we're interested in is changing cellular memory. I just changed her cellular memory. Who knows, next year at this time, you're probably going to see that out of her. So let that be your goal. Let that be your goal. just a little, the cells know what you're up to, they're intelligent. So maybe you just change it a little bit, just change even that little bit right there. The cells know what my intention is, and now they're gonna make the adjustments in the future, aren't they? So have that be your goal, you guys. It's more professional and it's more sensitive also.